Hello and good morning.
How are we, people? Welcome to episode 2 of PlayerStreet Beats. Calvin, please take away as to the content we're covering today.
Yeah, so we've got to definitely go through those comments we received. I don't know if we recall last time, in the last episode, Liam did say, negative feedback is welcome. And as a result, we got one horrible comment that pretty much jeopardized the whole show. So I think we'll be going through that first off. Let me just locate it. Alright, we've got it here.
Calvin, bro, where are you, man? Calvin, bro, what are you doing, man? We got episode 2 coming up. We gotta record, bro.
Fuck off, bro, I'm done.
Bro, what? Why? What's wrong, bro?
Did you see the comment, bro?
Bro, you can't let that comment. No, bro, you can't let that comment. Where you going? Get Calvin, man. Come on, bro. Ah, shit. That's the second time today. Fuck. Calvin. Calvin, come on, man. We can't do this. Calvin. Bro, Calvin, get down, man. Come back, bro. Come on.
Stop it.
Bro, come on, bro. Did you not see all the support we have? Look at Gary's comment, bro. You remember Johnny Warbrick's comment? Come on, man. We gotta do this for them.
Ariana Grande and AJ Tracey just released an album, bro. What a lame podcast. That Calvin guy is so up his own ass. Their opinions are trash. Ricky/producer, his own fan base of music making and putting out music is supported by his own family and friends. Get that weak shit out of here. Their opinion on music is just retarded. They act like they know better for music/the culture raised in Australia but influenced by America. This storyline of this podcast literally shows how they're going nowhere. They're normal working people. Just stick to your 9-to-5 jobs and don't do drugs, kids. So, what do you have to say to that, Liam?
You tried to cut deep, brother, but unfortunately you did not. We're back again. Episode 2. We're here. We took that negative feedback, turned to a positive.
Well, it hasn't become a positive yet, bro.
Oh, true.
Okay, but we should also shout out the comments.
That really helped us through.
Do you want to go through them, bro?
I'm here, man. First of all, I just want to shout out Johnny Warbrick. Thank you, brother. Your words of encouragement really helped. Keanu, you as well. Uncle Gary out there. I really appreciate your comment. Yeah, you're right. One bad review and you're out. You have less resilience than I thought. Yeah. Well, we're back. Yeah. Thank you for the constructive criticism there. Calvin, any you want to shout out to?
Yeah, so Yale Hid said he took the words right out of my mind. You will suffer for making that comment.
Also Taz. You may have stopped listening after we trashed J. Cole, but it's okay. You can have faith in me to counter every argument against J. Cole, and he is the GOAT. I don't care what anyone else says.
Let's leave that mistake in last episode, bro. Emma Casey saying the person wasn't wrong. You will also suffer greatly for making that comment. Joseph came through with a good comment, actually. It's just a Russian or a Chinese bot, or it's just Priyank, which was actually the initial suspect when we got that comment. But that's enough.
Yeah, enough on that. On a serious note, we appreciate all of the support that we got. It's just one comment. We're backing it for episode 2. And Calvin, take us away. Let's get into it.
Ariana Grande released an album.
Mm-hmm.
Thank You Next. Quite a lovely album. We'll be reviewing that today. Right now she's got number 1, 2, and 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. She's obviously Thank You Next, 7 Rings, and Break Up With Your Boyfriend because I'm bored.
Yeah, I think overall the album was a really nice album. Thank You Next, the actual track itself was awesome. I think at the moment she can do no wrong. I think that she is the queen of pop. and no one else there can take that away from her. The only person I think that can, if he wants to come back, is Justin Bieber. But apart from that, when you listen,
trivial.
Yeah. Well, up for debate. I'll see you in the comments. But apart from that, I mean, there's also, when you jump into the album or dissect it, there is a lot of things there that you can see as to why she is.
Let's get into
so
the
popular.
Big three, bro.
Yep.
Thank you next.
I think she turned what could have been a negative into a positive. I mean, depending on how you want to take it with the actual track, with the unfortunate passing of, Mac Miller, one of her exes, with the breakdown of her relationship with Pete Davidson. However you want to look at it, she turned into a positive. It was a great song, and
bro, we're meant to be breaking down the music, not talking about the drama.
Oh, sure.
The music stars.
Look, man, comes with it. But I think the track itself is great. I think the music video as well added a lot to it. With all those pop culture references. Do you want to break down the instrumental?
Well, before I get into the instrumental of it, I would like to say it's quite refreshing to hear a thank you next, and in a world full of spitefulness towards exes, it's quite refreshing to hear a simple thank you next. It is refreshing, definitely. Not that I'm like the poster boy for positive breakup experiences, but I mean, that's definitely some nice music to my ears. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Yes. And the production on it was like quite lovely.
Yeah. I think something that really works in her favor as well is just her vocal capability. I mean, her vocal range is amazing. She can hit these amazing falsettos and whistle notes, and also her look. I mean, very pretty girl. So apart from her voice, she's winning on all fronts as well.
Okay. And sense the vanity coming through there, mate.
Thank you.
Next one, 7 Rings.
7 Rings. Look, not too much I have to say about this one. I think it's a great song. Yeah. It's popular, it bangs, it's something that stands out in the album as definitely a track that can transfer from driving your car late at night thinking about your ex to turning up in pre-drinks.
Whoa.
Hey, talking about another single, I think Imagine was a really important single. I think Imagine was a really important single to talk about.
Bro, I think you're going to put your lips on it, bro.
There's some interference from our cameraman and our side piece.
Bro, your bottle of water is not as important as the podcast, bro.
Bro, but...
Sorry, Liam, continue.
It's
Sorry,
okay,
Liam, continue.
Oh, sorry guys, before I was really interrupted by someone.
Yeah.
And another. Imagine there was also a important track to bring up, because I think it does show her vocal range. I mean, what she can do with her lows and then going up to her highs. I definitely suggest that this is a track that you should listen out for when she comes out with live performances and acoustic versions, because if she can hit those whistle notes live, man, is really a testament to her vocal singing and whatnot. Yeah.
Break up with your boyfriend because I'm bored. What do you have to say?
I'll call it now. In that film clip, if she is not referring that she could be turning lesbian or bisexual, it's pretty...
It's a raunchy film clip.
Yeah.
To me, that kind of takes away from the music, because I feel like it's just trying to rack in those views.
Yeah.
Over-sexualized.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that, break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored, it did not fit with the album for me. It
did not fit.
It did not fit the album for me. You listen to the whole track, you look at the whole track list and you listen to all the tracks. The sound of it and the way that, the sound of it and the meaning of the song, it just did not fit to me as to the theme of the whole album. I think the whole theme of the album, if you look at the track list and the track names, it will take it that she's pretty... it's all about her and pretty self-centered and stuff like that. But if you listen to the actual tracks, I think it shows more of her flaws in relationships rather than her actual that she's better than everyone, which is something you could take from Thank You Next.
And it is kind of nice because apparently it did come from, she reckons this album saved her, which is kind of cliche.
Which is interesting. I mean, even a song like Needy,
crazy vocals.
I mean, I keep going on about her vocals, but it's just something that really stands out to me, especially in this album and in previous albums, because when you listen to the track, in terms of instrument wise, there's not much there. There's just the piano behind her, there's just the bass behind her voice, and then the chorus, it's just vocals harmonizing. And I mean, her voice is the main part of that track, of that song. So if you can listen to that and then not even realize that, you know, that's amazing, because it's her voice that holds that whole song together.
And I just can't stress enough, I find it so interesting. Remember when everyone was laughing at Migos for saying, oh, everyone in the industry is trying to sound like us? Ariana Grande has trap instrumentals in her songs. She even says skirt. Which song is it? Imagine.
Imagine, yeah.
Skirt, and she says drip drip. Shout out to Gunna for the drip.
Yeah.
Drip or Drown 2 also out. But no, yeah. No, like, this is quite an enjoyable album.
Yeah,
And the trap influence being there makes it even more enjoyable for someone like myself, a trap fan.
It is, where, pick and choose. I think that's a testament, too, to, like, her team in terms of production, like, you know, sound-wise and that type of sound. Whether she has an input in that or not, they know how to pick, you know, certain aspects in certain songs, you know, where it's going to attend to more than just the general pop fan.
All right, let's wrap it up. What out of 10?
Out of 10.
And a short conclusive statement.
Out of 10, I'm feeling a good 6. It's not something that I listen to every day, but there are a couple of tracks I will go back to just because I feel like it.
When you're in the mood, eh?
When I'm in the mood, just crying to myself. Thank you. Next. But
Whoa.
oh.
All right.
But that's about it. A great album. I think it's a great insight into her, and keen to see what she does next and if she does stay on top.
Yes. I definitely, for some reason, I find myself listening to an Ariana Grande album, which is quite interesting. All the tracks, the fact that they've stayed on the Billboard, 7 Rings has been number 1 on Billboard for 4 weeks now, which is like extremely significant, especially in a world where rap is just consistently dominating lately. So I find that quite respectable. To me, I give it a 7 out of 10. Young Thug feature on 7 Rings would have been nice, but it is what it is. Next.
Fair enough.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Ariana.
Yeah,
Next.
Also, she sings that track grammatically
it's already
correct.
next.
I just want to put that in there.
Until you were at the AJ Tracey part. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm just going to zoom out a bit. Okay. 3. When yous are ready.
Beautiful. Sorry about wouldn't be a PlayerStreet podcast without some kind of technical difficulties. This time Andre fucked it. Didn't charge the battery prior to recording, but you know, we still love him regardless, despite his flaws.
Thank you, cameraman.
Not to say that Lliam is sinless here, because the reason I was coughing so hard is because the aircon was at about 16 degrees or something ridiculous like that. Fortunately, that problem has been solved. Sorry, it's just crossed my mind. Daniel, my water bottle's lacking. Would you be able to fill it up, bro, just in case we have another fit? You're going to contribute to the podcast still? Alright, well, you can work on that in the meantime. And then we'll get on to AJ Tracey's album. Alrighty. Do you want to start up with Plan B, bro?
Start with
AJ
Plan
Tracey.
B. I think Plan B was I think it was nice. I'm not the biggest fan of grime, or like UK rap and stuff. I don't know if you want to call it grime, can call it grime, but I liked it. I think because I don't listen to it as much, that it was a refreshing sound to hear from AJ Tracey. I think the whole song, the track itself was interesting. Plan B, what I got from it was he's adjusting to this new life that he has, being rich and famous and all the likes, with the money, like grab another band.
A concept that hasn't been covered before.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ Tracey, but this album is a watered down grime track. Has a couple of good ones, but starting with Plan B, I'm going to say whack. You shouldn't feel... AJ Tracey, not that AJ Tracey would ever see this, but if he was to see this, I would tell him straight to his face.
Aim for the stars. AJ,
No.
this is for you, bro.
Don't feel peer pressured to do hooks just because every other grime artist can like sing, or apparently sing, or has the production team to make them sound like they sing. Doesn't mean you need to jump on hooks. Please outsource that in future, bro.
Yeah, no, but
It's wifey part
actually,
3. Bro, no, not acceptable.
not acceptable.
In my
Okay,
opinion.
well, I think it's interesting because he is a UK artist, and that whole
Oh, that is he is a UK artist.
no, but I mean that he is a UK artist, so like that whole sound and just those guys in general, they're very different. And I think it was a big thing at this album was there was a couple tracks on there, in particular Jackpot, where there was so many like American influences from his bars. I mean, he talks about at the Jackpot at the Mandalay. I thought, you guys don't have big casinos in UK somewhere that you could like refer to. But I mean, talking about Mandalay, wearing Off-White, the Off-White brand and stuff like that. And then he switches up the beat and then goes into a
Triplet.
Yeah, triplet like Migos flow.
Oh, gotta respect that.
Definitely do not respect that.
No,
but it definitely makes me think that is he trying to show in this album how versatile he is with his sound, or is it something that's going to or is it like something that's going to show something that's going to appeal to different audiences apart from just UK? A song that really stuck out to me that I really liked was Ladbroke Grove. Yeah, like you didn't like it, but it was weird because one of the key things that stood out to me in that track was it was very reminiscent of Craig David on his first album Rewind. If you listen to the beat, listen to that, it's like very
It's going for the same vibe.
Same vibe, which is like the vibe of like garage band, EDM like type beats, and I liked it because it was ode to Craig David, who is a legend over there, who definitely put a lot of that sound on the map. And also shout out to Georgia Smith with that sample, because I did sample Georgia Smith in that Ladbroke Grove track, who was another great artist. But yeah, I think like looking at the two albums, Ariana Grande, it was a lot about her. We saw a lot insight to her, but then with AJ Tracey, I couldn't find a theme, or I couldn't find, if you're gonna like name it like after yourself, then if you're gonna name it after yourself, then have something or have a theme that shows who you are.
Some resembles your personality.
Yeah, unless.
Thank you.
Yeah, like unless he is going for that theme of I'm a man of many talents. I can jump into all different genres. I can jump into this, and this. But it didn't really impress me too much. Yeah,
no, I know what you mean. It did seem it was like he walked in and took like a bunch of shots in the dark, like going in a bunch of different directions, trying out new things.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple. It was like a standard album.
Yeah,
like nothing seemed to stand out apart from I respected the Gigs song, but obviously Gigs in the like UK world is a bit of a overpowered. He's like a holy grail feature. Every song with Gigs is going to blow up.
Yeah.
Well, not blow up, but stand out.
It's a notable reference if you're gonna have him on your album. Like, let's check this track out.
Do you got a rating, bro?
Rating for this, general conclusion, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 out of 10. I'm not a big UK rap grime fan, but I did enjoy it, but not enough to go back to it later on this year.
Yeah. Well, it's sad because AJ Tracey, for some reason, he's a significant figure. But I'm looking forward to... I agree with you. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 as well. From my musically qualified thing. No, my head is not up my ass. So, still haven't let that go. Yeah. No, it might be. All good.
Thanks, FMN.
Yeah, whatever that is. I'm looking forward to it being completely outshined by Dave's upcoming album, which is at the start of March.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
Should we go to the next album?
We shall hit the next album.
All right. Big reveal.
This is it. Drum roll.
Alright. Hope our special guest is getting ready to participate.
This is his specialty. This is his go-to. Alright, this is it. On the count of 3, we'll go on 3, not after 3, okay? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Damn.
Right.
Look good. Hey, come on now.
I don't know why you have... Okay. Obviously, got special guest, surprise guest, the person who was depriving me of water previously, Mr. D4 himself. What do you have to say, mate?
How are you guys? It's D4 from PlayerStreet Co. or PlayerStreet Podcast, sorry. And I'm here featuring on this. Calvin didn't deliver the message properly. But yeah, he has a feature, and his name's Daniel, and he's from PlayerStreet Podcast. And I heard we're talking about an artist that really has changed the game in hip-hop. And let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about, man? I'm not too sure.
Far Gone.
So Far Gone is the album we're talking about.
Bro, do you want to protrude your little elbows into me?
Sorry, bro. I've been doing...
Yeah. Bro, can you let out
we
don't interrupt each other.
Sorry.
We'll get to your expert opinion.
So basically, Apple Music seems to think quite highly of Drake and the So Far Gone mixtape. What do you reckon, Liam? Pretentious or not pretentious to re-release your own album on Valentine's Day?
I'd say very pretentious.
What do you got, bro? It's your time to talk.
Yeah. Please tell us.
All right, bro. So talk about Drake on camera, bro. This is your euphoria, bro.
Yeah, you gotta start crying too.
Hold on, guys. Can I talk, man?
Hey, let me shut the talk,
Anyway, guys, first of all, I'd like to say happy 10 years, Drake. You've released, in those 10 years as well, you've released beautiful music that people have danced to, that people have shown emotion to, that people have even cried to, which is part of emotion. but we're here to talk about So Far Gone. So, first of all, I'd like to highlight something. When you said it was re-released on Valentine's Day, right? 10 years on. Well, that's probably because the album came out on Valentine's Day. You piece of shit.
Obviously,
so
that's what an anniversary is on the same day.
Yeah, exactly. So why is it such a big thing that it's being re-released on 10 years after on Valentine's Day?
Because look at
it's not like the significance isn't on Valentine's Day. That's
It's
just like another
re-released.
factor. It's been re-released.
Yeah, because it's the anniversary, bro.
okay, no, we'll take it.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring up.
I'm just saying, just to re-release the album in general is pretentious.
Okay, cool. But other artists have done that before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And they're equally pretentious.
Anyway, moving on. So
Even
we can
Nas is
dissect it later, man.
With Illmatic. Illmatic was re-released. So you're calling Nas pretentious, bro?
Bro, talk about Drake,
yeah,
bro.
Talk about Drake, because Nas is in a different league. He's better.
Okay, whatever. So, this album, myself, it's not one of my... Or this mixtape, whatever, this project that you want to call it. It's not one of my favourite projects from him. But I do believe there are some great songs on it. The songs that I like, though, are probably what people wouldn't agree on, that are the best songs off the album. So my favorite would be I'm just going through the list right now. I think it was Say What's Real. If you ask people what their favorite song would be from So Far Gone, it'd probably be Successful or something.
Best I ever had.
Best I Ever Had. Yeah. As you said before with was it you that said the best I ever had?
Yeah.
That's I rate that song too, but for me personally, I reckon Say What's Real was probably the best song off the album or the mixtape, but I know there'd be a lot of disagreements with that. But the interesting thing was, for me, when I first heard So Far Gone, I didn't hear it when it initially came out in 2009. I probably heard the whole project in 2013 or 14. And when I listened to it, there was 7 songs on it, which was on the Spotify. And then when he re-released it, there was 18 songs on it. So I don't know if I either missed the 11 songs that were on it, or what the go is. He just jumped him out. But the extra songs that he put on it when it was re-released, I've already heard them before as singles. So I'm a bit confused about what the whole go is with that. But in my opinion, I reckon it's a good mixtape. I agree with you though. I don't think it changed hip hop. I think that came on later.
Now Drake's influence has really come through. I think within the last 2 years and onwards.
What is the influence?
Singing, being emotional. What else? What more do you want? No doubt he can rap, but I mean,
you're saying he can't rap?
I'm saying he can rap, but I'm just saying the whole vibe of emotional singing on the track, things like that. Yeah, and it's come through.
Who else does that?
Your boy Quavo.
Yeah.
He sings on tracks.
Lil Baby was a close friend.
Started off as close friends.
Lil Yachty as well. One Night. No, you singing and shit like that.
That is nothing like Drake.
Yeah. No, but I mean, he's made it. He's put it on the map of look how big
bro,
he is.
You're reaching very hard if you're gonna say Drake paved the way for One Night by Lil Yachty.
Bro, I'm just saying it was an obvious influence, and people are going to give it a try because of And people are gonna give it a try because of Drake. There was so many things. Yeah, it's really not subtle. But there's so many things.
No,
so many.
Yeah, like you can make the argument that he paved the way. Especially that's what I've heard. Like this is not first-hand knowledge here, but I have heard that at the time, in a rap scene that was full of hypermasculinity, Drake was one to pave the way and say it's okay to be emotional.
Yeah, a little feminine, eh?
Yeah.
Well, emotional, not feminine, but if that's how you want to take it, bro. Not that there's anything wrong with being feminine, man.
Yeah.
So do we have a rating and a winding up statement for it, bro? What do you got?
All right. Giving this rating, I think I'd have to give it a. With Drake standards, I reckon I'd probably give it a 7 or a 6.5. With Drake standards.
What do you mean Drake stands?
Bro, no, compared to his other projects that he's put out, this one does get outshined by his other projects. But to be fair, you have to consider this was his first proper, like, official mixtape besides Room for Improvement and Comeback Season. But, yeah, I think it's a good mixtape with a couple of good songs on it, but I wouldn't call it like legendary or anything like that.
Yeah.
Definitely not like Take Care or
Nothing
was the same.
Nothing
Yeah.
was the same,
What those two songs are.
Those two albums.
Album. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, I knew that. Yeah.
All right, Liam.
So for me, yeah.
Oh, sorry, bro.
6.5. So.
How hard is it to pick a number? Like,
Alright,
is it
7.
Is it 7? And then he's like, oh, it's a good 6.5.
The thing with Drake music is like you can't. Whenever you listen to it on different days, it like has a different effect on you as well. You know what I mean? So you can't say you can't give a general statement of
you can
Drake's music too because it varies so much.
You can give a general statement.
So if some days for you it's a 6.5,
Yeah.
if some days for you it's a 7.
Yeah, some days 7, bro. Just
How important is that? Like 0.5. That goes between 6.5 and 7. Big drop.
Could be I just broke up with my missus, bro.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't rate it that highly. This is not something that I would go back to for anything. I would. I wouldn't. I don't find myself going back.
Not even for a best I ever had?
No.
Actually, no. I don't go looking for it, but if it comes up, I will stay and listen. But other tracks.
What about Lust for Life, bro?
Lust for Life. Bro, I don't lust for anything when it comes to Drake.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, at all. But, I mean, Sooner Than Later, I think the track, I didn't mind that track. Say What's Real, I didn't mind that track. Purely because that's a beat from Kanye's 808s and Heartbreaks. But, yeah. And also...
What does that mean, bro?
Our cameraman is the worst. But, yeah. So, I give it a solid 4. 5. I'll give it 5. You give it?
Nah, I gave it a 3. I just felt under the pressure because Andre was giving us the impression that the camera was about to die.
Shut off.
Yeah, nah. To be honest, this album does not entice me at all. Other than Best I Ever Had, which I can get from what's the other album? Thank Me Later, Thank Me Now.
Yeah,
Take Me Now.
Thank Me Now.
Yeah, I'm glad that's on there because it's not.
Yeah.
It's definitely not worth listening to this whole album.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a lot of time
I
to
agree.
waste, then
Don't
maybe
listen to
consider it.
Yeah.
But there's I think every Drake album that's come afterwards has outshined this album.
Yeah.
At least by like 50%.
And I think we got to consider like he was still trying to get his foot in the door, sort of at that period too.
Yeah. And I think like what's really important to note too is, like you said, like was one of you said it, but the time that he dropped, like it was it 09?
Yeah,
it was 09. So like that was that still in like the bling era of hip hop? Is that still that era? Or like apparently yeah, like or like
according to Fantano.
Yeah, like really tough guys and everything. So it was an interesting mixtape that paved a way for that type of rap or that type of like
that sound.
Yeah, that sound for hip hop because I mean he's en route to being one of the greatest.
And
And
his albums after that followed the same like sort of vibe that he gave off from So Far Gone too.
The emotional sad
like
vibe.
Emotional sad vibes, but he's got like
which is why
he's got songs
Valentine's Day.
He's got songs where he's like going hard at too as well, like
Going
Fear
hard
yeah.
and The Calm and stuff. But
But yeah, no, I think that it's nothing too special now. But back then, I can understand why when you think about the album and the time that album mixtape and the time that it dropped, it was pretty impressive.
The whole gist of the whole album can be summed up to the patheticness of Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. The clunkiest, most mellow, whack, watered down song that you'll ever hear Drake make, and that's just a reflection of that whole album, in my humble opinion. But yeah, can we wrap things up? I'm done talking about Drake.
Yeah,
Daniel does it every day.
I think that we can sum it up there. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to go off of.
Yeah.
Drake is a great way to kill a conversation.
Bro, it's already done, bro. Start wrapping up the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Do I need to bounce this one or you?
Nah,
No,
stay
you
here,
can
man.
stay,
Yeah,
bro.
stay. You can just look cool while we wrap it up. Thanks for listening. If you found your way all the way at the end of episode 2, hopefully you liked our reviews of Ariana Grande, AJ Tracey, and
Drizzy Drake.
And Drizzy Drake. Our intro beats and outro beats were done by local Brisbane artist Benjamin Brown. You can catch his links in the description below. If you're looking to maybe get a beat from him or link up with him or check out some of his music. Thanks for listening. This is us, PlayerStreet Beats. See you guys next time. See you in the comments.